Trinidad and Tobago, we outside the African Emancipation Day village, and I was real happy to see one of the players that I consider a real baller. I feel he should have been my successor on the national team. I mean, he was that good. And he was in the village, and we talking about the Prime Minister's speech this morning. He was talking about focusing on academia for our African people and so. Now there's a Prime Minister who in his tenure, 9 years, they closed down 3 schools in East Port of Spain. Piccadilly, St. Philip's Government, St. Rose's in a mess, right by Rosary there. They didn't build a school. They cut gate funding. From 700 million, they cut it down to 300, a little over 300 million. That's a cut of 400 million. Who you think suffering? 43% of our students failed the SEA. 43%. And most of those were our African kids, or African boys and girls. That's a fact. I tell you facts here, you could go and check it out. So I was happy to see my brother here, Travis Mulrain. When I tell you a true African, in every sense of the word, not just African per day, he's living. So I want him to comment on what he think going on.
Well, good afternoon, Trinidad and Tobago. When it comes to education, it's important that we educate not only academically, but culturally as well. And I would like to see Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley put his money where his mouth is and invest in the infrastructure that is needed to help the children of East Port of Spain to realize their dreams academically. Because that is one of the routes out of poverty to elevate themselves socio-economically. So I would like to see him put his money where his mouth is, rebuild St. Philip, rebuild Piccadilly, and help the other schools with all their needs and their wants.
Trinidad and Tobago, you see what I tell her? He was supposed to be my successor. Nobody could say it better than that. Keith Rowley, I ain't going to dwell on it too much, but I want to know what section of African people you were talking to today. Who among our African people still believe that you care about them? Who? When every other community under the PNM in 52 years has succeeded. The Syrian, the Chinese, all their family and friends. But who's still struggling? The African people that all they control and represent for 52 years. I want to know which section of the African population still believe a word out of your mouth. As my brother Travis say, we're waiting to see you put your money where your mouth is. Build back Piccadilly, which I know you have in mind for your Syrian people. I know all they want East Port of Spain. Open back St. Philip Government. Give security to Rose Hill and all them schools in and around Port of Spain, where mostly African people go. And I have plenty Indians going there too, don't get tapped. I know plenty Indians who went Eastern and all of them. I know all of them. So Keith Rowley, instead of just coming and talk Gubar or Gobar, it's the same thing. Make sure and put your money where your mouth is. Alright? Trinidad and Tobago.
Emancipation blessings.
Emancipation blessings. Love in the house. All the time.